there. But it's okay because I there's no one here anymore. Let me see. I think sound is working perfectly fine. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Right. So sound is working. Right. I have a lot of Chinese food, well, Japanese food, on me today to munch on from the local shop. So it shouldn't be too bad. What's the crack, buddy? What are you up to? Any news? I'm going to slowly but surely set this up. I haven't set up anything this morning yet. So I'm going to slowly set this up, and then I'm going to slowly put on some Bannerlord. Let me put this over here. How you keeping anyway, man? Any news? This one moment. Oh, yeah, I think the lighting there is better. It's because you're bloody useless. If I'm so useless, how am I the one that's gone off and organized everything? Which is a good thing you're hearing me all. Did you get the link I sent you for tomorrow's episode? Because we can talk, we can advertise that now. Sure, we have what is it? Part 2 of the Bruce's invasion of Ireland from 1318 for tomorrow. So I organized that before I went down to the shop to get myself bits and bobs. Do you like my Japanese coffee, huh? Mmm, delicious. It's addictive, it is. It's iced tea coffee latte. That's the main thing about. What is that one? That one's the one that's monastic settlement that's literally across the way from the Rock of Cashel. And I have forgotten what the name of it. I think is it Ross Abbey? I think everybody keeps asking me about it as well. Keep bloody forgetting. And I wouldn't mind. I was a tour guide up in Cashel. And what else? What else? What else? Do I need to do anything else in here? Except for rake everything else up. I'm also hungry, so I'm going to munch away on this. His answers are from Baheen. Mine is from. Nice, nice, nice. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I'm going to set up a Bannerlord now while I'm munching. So I'm going to munch, and you guys are going to talk about Irish medieval history, and I'm going to set this up, and then you're going to watch me play Bannerlord. It's very much like the Korean. I think you're right. You could be right there, Michal, because yeah, because I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. But do you like the Korean live stream there? The old watch Philip eat. Dum dum dum. This is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. It is chicken with Japanese cheese, which normally is really terrible, but it just goes well with this. Like Japanese what was it? Japanese cheese by itself, absolutely so diabolical. But Japanese cheese with chicken and rice, spot on. Facts, 10 out of 10. Like how many history teachers do you know will just start eating in front of you? You know, you have to pay for this kind of stuff. For more breast milk, you say? How many people used to pay for that one? Like, is that a joke? Like, you see, you can do that. Like, in fairness, you can do that. But this being an Irish medieval channel, you know. Plus, you said old country. So, what do you mean by the old country? Why can't she sell it? No. Mm, guys, you're making me mad for proper cheese. Irish cheese is absolutely amazing. Old country. I never call Ireland old country. It's always home. I think you can always tell um, because Ireland is just home. You should just call it home. I'm not a huge fan of people calling Ireland like, where's the old? What? Where did that actually come from? Let me quickly look that up. Because I'm just interested. Like, what country are they talking about when they say the old country? Because the same when people Italy, yeah. For example, people from Italy may say the old country. Yeah. So old country is Italy. So the motherland is Russia. The fatherland is Germany. The old country is Italy, and Ireland is home. You know, the home is in your heart. I had some Irish cheese a month ago. Man, I miss Irish cheese so much. It's so good. Uh, what is the type of content you do? Irish medieval history. But today, you're going to be watching some Korean live streaming of me eating Japanese food. That's what you're going to watch. In the old Korean style, where you just watch me eat and go, mmm. Because I didn't have my brekkie this morning, so I'm gonna have to do have my brekkie, put this up. I'm gonna be going between the two of them. I won't be too bad. And also need to plug this in before it dies. I've got everything tied up here. Oh, what else do I need to do? Boo, boo, boo. I haven't played Bannerlord in ages. I'm gonna have to remember the buttons and stuff as well. So you guys are gonna have to watch me fall all over the place because I literally just got paid. Set back up my restream, my multi-stream anyway, which I'm only streaming on YouTube right now. And what was it called? And what do I need to bloody do? Just watch me do the music anyway. And have you been to Russia, Michal? I heard Italian Americans say that too. Yeah, it's the mother. What was it? The old country is Italy. I just looked it up. I thought Poland is the motherland and Ireland is the fatherland. No way. I can't. What do Polish call? What do Polish? That's an interesting one, actually. Because when it comes down to Ireland, I've only ever heard Keja, homeland. Ah, right. So the Polish call it in their own tongue, Keja, homeland. So it's interesting how, and it's a play on words of field and stuff. That's interesting. Because I always feel, yeah, because when the Polish say, uh, what was it called, homeland, they're referring to the fields because it's a play on word of the fields, allegedly. But I always feel when I say home, I'm always talking about the heart of the home. You know what the fire is because Ireland is so cold. Mm-hmm. On top Poland. For God and Fatherland was the O'Neill flag in the Battle of Boyne. Oh, for really? Fucking stealing the old German stuff. But the O'Neills at that point were really, really, really influenced by the Holy Roman Empire. And the Holy Roman Empire was giving massive, which is mostly the Germans at that point. But and plus the O'Neills had fought with the Germans in the 30 Years' War as well. Everyone seems to forget that one as well. They kind of skipped to Cromwell. We were actually involved with the war in between that as well, the 30 Years' War, just before we got involved with the Cromwellian. Well, involved to say that was our war. Was it the what was it called? The 30 Years' War. But we were actually involved. The O'Neills and all of their allies were involved with the 30 Years' War, fighting the Presidents and the English. So we forgot about that one as well. That's why O'Neill's was all of O'Neill's regiments and battalions going into Cromwell's campaign in Ireland were all battle hardened. And what was it called? They were the only ones, actually, I'm pretty sure they were the only ones that were able to beat Cromwell during a siege and stuff. The problem is that the Irish at the time were bickering with each other over Republican ideas. The Butlers wanted to stay loyal to the English crown. At that point, I don't know why. And the O'Neills wanted to push for more of a Republican Ireland, which caused them to not unify their military forces together, which they should have, the Irish Confederacy. They were somewhat united, but they kept bickering. The Irish Parliament did. But you're talking about the Battle of Boyne, which is, again, another jump up from there, which is the Williamite Wars. The kind of blur that is the Williamite Jacobite Wars. Because then it just kind of drags on for ages. There's like little flares here and there, all the way up to the Irish Rebellion of 1798, where finally the Irish are crushed by the British in 1798, not in 1169. Yeah, Ireland is the home. It's just home. I think Germany is the fatherland because that is the sort of. The Rust didn't Rust come from Sweden though. I'm just. Mm, 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 mm. A lot of Irish Americans now have a lot of, not just Irish Americans, but Irish people in Ireland have massive Polish DNA now. There was a little bit of Polish DNA originally in the Irish during the Viking Age, when a lot of Slavic women came over as slaves and a lot of Slavic men came over as mercenaries in the ports of Dublin. So there was already a Slavic influence in there. My grandma, during the Viking Age, when Ireland was in the middle of an economic golden age. So there was already a little bit of Slavic DNA in the Irish already. But, obviously these days it's kind of jumped up a wee bit. My mom's family all had Polish on their graves and kept using the. Mihal, you trying to say something there? I'm probably breaking up a wee bit. Okay. I'll do actually. What I can do actually is have this playing while I'm munching away. Close all. I've got all my credit card information up. I want to close all that. Boom. Who's trying to ring me? Oh, no one is. That's grand. Viking. Oh, it's 6 months ago. It's not fair. Just give us a second there. Musgard, are they still doing? 1 second. I have everything all over the place. Yeah, I'd like Mihal to. What is it called? Oh yeah, of course you say that, Jim O'Neill. Mosgard. I know Volan is still going ahead. Mihal, are you doing Mosgard next year? Or are you still trying to get back on your feet again? Oh, another one actually. I want. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. Media. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Why is that suddenly stopped? Why is my internet suddenly? Oh, my internet is picking the right time to be slowing down. I definitely would agree with that one for sure. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it's very slow. I'll put on the Vikings in the background there while I organize everything in front of me and munch on my food. Um, all the wars in Ireland, we Ulster boys always show. You shut up, yeah, me on. You boys, huh? I'm trying to find an example now to counter argue that. My brain is like, no, Ulster did not. Munster's better. Guys, can you guys hear the screen? I don't know if you guys can hear the screen or not. Your man playing the old Norse card there. I am a Viking. All right. One second. Hmm. Me like a weirdo laughing away. It's kind of funny how that doesn't play that. I've been cut out like this before, by the way. Hold on a second. I'll pause that one. And boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's gone completely voila. Um, 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 um. Settings. Audio recording. It's so funny how it doesn't play the video sound. How does everyone else get the bloody video sound up and on? Maybe this one. That's gonna be strange later on because I want the video to play later on as well. Mm. Man, wood carving is the job. The amount of people that do living history and do wood carving, so many. And you make so much money because you do your wee bit wood carving and the public comes over to your tent and you start talking away, and it's so easy to sell stuff. Like you get into wood carving and do living history, especially medieval living history, you make so much money. Crazy, like. Trying to figure out these buttons here to get the sound up and going. Bum, bum. I was trying to copy the war. Oh, yeah. Man, some of those ones are quite difficult to do, though. Maybe if I just blare the sound up. Maybe if I do this, it'll work. Maybe that's better. Right now. Oh, I think I might have found it. No, it doesn't give me any thing. Advertisement. Oh no, 1 2 1 2. Oh no, it's not that. I don't know what the story is. I can see there's no sound connected to it. Maybe if I just delete that. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, found it. Yeah. And then it decides it's not gonna do it for me.
Anything, but
Ah, there it goes.
yeah, I've had a couple of run-ins with some larpers.
Rand's talking
Yeah,
about
it's,
bashing
it's
larpers
amusing. It
now.
makes me giggle. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people.
I
Very easy to
came
get
across a
into.
few larpers before, and as a Viking, I needed to batter the hell out of them. Teach them I'm a Viking. Now, how do I get up to the Oh, there it is. Alright, you guys can hear that now, can you? Oh. This is grand as a munch away. No, what I needed to do to get that working was remove the thing, and then just as you add it in, then it says at the very bottom of small writing, add in sound. Just click on that, sort of. Oh, well, it's got loads to make. Not there. How's the sound there? I have this. What else do I need to do? There was something else.
I'm flying off to catch up with festival organizer and proprietor of local business, the Norseman blacksmith, Jamie Hugh.
No, we just go back to the start.
Scandinavian culture and a tribute to the Norse roots of the area.
How's the sound now? What's the sound like now? I'm literally just making up as I go along. 1 second, I'll go get chopsticks for this.
I'm in town for the weekend.
I remember trying to imagine how really old Irish names sounded and thought, yeah, I know, right? Old Irish is just a different beast altogether. Do you know what? I do need to bring Kevin or Katrina on for Old Irish. I think more and more, way too many questions are coming up for Old Irish. And it's actually out of my I was never qualified for Old Irish. Ah, right, that's grand. Keep it there. So, 1 second, I'll get chopsticks for myself.
It's a small town, Norsewood, a heritage village it's called, but a busy little town with people coming from out of town to attend the festival. So on the first weekend of February, anyone who's anyone interested in the Viking Age arrive in town for a good time. And with horns sounding, I'm setting off in the parade to open the festival, as it's done each year. A procession of Viking Age reenactors, local Norse groups, and those of us who may not be part of any clubs or groups, but share a passion for Viking Age history and culture.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Right. The remote would be a good idea.
The festival organisers tell me that they're very proud of the heritage of Norsewood. It's something they don't want to see die out, and a reason that they put on the festival each year, as well as something for the community that brings people to town.
Now, what was my solution to the sound again? On the PlayStation, that is. I can't wait for a good battle. Hide that.
Norsewood Viking Festival 2024 begins. Woo!
Which button is that for snow? Dude, where's Jim's thing? Oh yeah, I see Jim's comment now. Sorry, Jim, I accidentally missed your comment there. Is that bad outside?
When in Norsewood, it's a great opportunity to sample some mead. It's about time I check in with Adam Reed, owner of local meadery Honey Bandit, and taste this year's brew. Hey Adam, how's it going?
Nice to see you, bud.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. So tell me about the range.
So we have our selection of meads. Yeah, these are our session meads, so lower alcohol, drink more like you would a cider. Then we have our Berserker, 10% carbonated, so a little bit more like them craft beers. Our wine range, so all wine style meads. This is our one, made 300 bottles of this, but just for the Viking Festival. And we have fruit, spices, all different varieties along here. And then we have some spirits, which we use mead as the base for a lot of the spirits. So we've got our oak honey spirit down to our caramelized honey vodka. And then we've got our brand new non-alcoholic, refreshing Manuka drink with a load of vitamins and goodness in there.
Wow, awesome. So you're full-time doing this now?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So originally I was a winemaker, and we did this as a little hobby business. And then in the last 10 months, quit the job, and this is how I feed my family now.
It's going well?
What areas are snowing right now?
Yeah, steady but good.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Yes.
I
Is this
know
festival one of the-
Japan is not
is it a big
snowing.
one for
Ireland
you,
was snowing,
Yeah,
wasn't it, Mihal?
This is probably our biggest festival of the year.
I'm just setting
We
up
also
everything in
have
the back
medieval
there for
market
Bannerlord,
next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
and I have an old game of that later.
Yeah, a few other
Once I finish my
markets
munchies and stuff.
festivals throughout the year to keep us ticking along. Plus a full online license as well, so everything you see here you can buy online as well.
Tell you what, I'm pretty keen to go some of the session mead.
Yeah, of course. You get a little something for you to try. We've got our elderflower rows open. Yeah, you're welcome to try.
So is that it's all a mixture of?
Yeah, so we have them in mixed sixes. So there you go.
Man, I'd love to go to New York in a snowy winter.
I
Do
do
the
like
old
that.
what was it, Die Hard on
Yeah,
it.
so with the session, we just make them in 100-litre batches.
Oh, you what?
And,
Nihal, you
always
never get
constantly
snow.
changing the
We
range of
always get
flavours.
snow
When
in
they get
Mallow.
really wonderful,
Anytime it gets snowy,
really
I'm
popular,
on
we
the
move it to
hillish part
440
of Mallow,
with its own label.
and
Just like that. So
just between the
Berserker
Mallow and
originally
Cork Road,
started
that
off
hill,
as a
just as
session-
you're going over
session pack,
Mallow.
and
I'm living
give you a
on
little bit
that,
about
and we
Berserker.
always get snow. I wouldn't say we're the
Next to
worst
Gordon,
ones
so
for it. I have a
it's
friend,
like
the
a
Shields,
Oh, go on
who
then.
just live south
Well,
from
you
me.
get-
They get snow. They get
wouldn't say
hit
no.
by snow way more than we do.
Yeah. So 10%, just a honey water yeast, a few nutrients in there. Yeah, a few like passion fruit, caramels, vanillas, just from the honey.
Oh yeah, very nice.
So it's a tricky one for you because people drink it thinking it's about 5% and then stand up, have a bit of a wobble.
You could say you get a nice buzz.
Yeah, Jim, I'm very bad at Irish as well, to be honest with you. Although I did Irish until I was about 7, but then I went up to a religious school, school government, and they were more, when they were teaching Irish, they were more from the book. Where the first school I was in, the Guelph School,
So with
it
a
was
nice
more
buzz
natural
going,
speaking
I'm flying
Irish,
off to catch
and it
up
was
with
Munster
festival
Irish on top of that
organiser
as well.
and proprietor of local
So,
business, the Horseman Blacksmith, Jamie Hughes.
What was it called? From when I was 7 upwards, I started to really struggle with Irish because I'm more kind of, I have to learn things fluently rather than by a book. It's the same thing with Japanese here.
We make knives.
I've tried learning Japanese from a book and it's terrible. I actually have to go up and talk to people.
Blacksmith,
And if I don't talk to people for a certain period of time, like a week or so,
hunting and
it gets
fishing knives.
bad very
We
quickly.
portrait Damascus steel. We make blades. It's all the handle work. So we cover all bases.
You are a local here in Northwood. You're born in Northwood.
Born here at Northwood. Moved here, I think I was 10 when we left, and moved to Napier. Spent 28 years. in
Most of the
Napier,
time, I actually have to
moved
look
back
up
here
how
4
to
years
get
ago.
people's
My mum's
pronunciations.
Norwegian, so
And even on
come
top of
out
that,
with a,
sometimes you need to look
Jinko
up
fishing trawler
what
in
region
the
people come from,
early 60s, late
because the
50s.
way it's pronounced in
And my
Ulster
father was
Irish can be
descendant
different
of
to the
original
way it's
settlers.
pronounced in
My
Munster Irish as
father's
well.
great-grandfather was on the Hog
It's one of those day dems. see how the person likes everything being pronounced.
Whole proud of the heritage. I'm also proud to grow up in New Zealand. Yeah, I guess anyone could put on a festival and call it Mongol or call it Viking or medieval. I guess having the bloodline, having that heritage, we're brought up that way, so we're educated about our ancestors, so we've got more of a knowledge, I guess,
Yeah,
to their ancestry.
yeah,
And like I say, that's then authenticity to it.
yeah. I think it does. Like, that's one of the reasons I keep coming back here is because, like, the history of the town. It's not just a Viking festival; it's the whole heritage and like an authentic cultural festival. I'd see it almost as more of a Scandinavian festival than a Viking festival, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah. Because it's not all about Vikings or
Yeah.
legions, it's Scandinavia.
Yeah,
And Norsewood was founded, it was bushland. It
Yeah.
was founded by hard-working Norwegians and Swedish and Danes. Norsewood wouldn't exist without that heritage, but they hadn't found up here, who would have done the work.
yeah.
If you charge Norsewood may not exist.
We're just about getting blown away, so I'll better end it there. And raining again.
That's pretty impressive to be very good at Latin. There's a massive lacking of Latin speakers right now in Rome, would you believe? They're looking for more Latin translators in Rome. Of all places, there was a point where everybody could speak
kind of
proper
rained
Latin
out
in
outside.
Rome.
So,
Now, massive
Solvanga, and
lacking of
ask
speakers.
them a few questions about their music. So
Like
from
the way that the papacy originally wanted it was
earlier
that everybody
episodes about it,
inside
very
of the Vatican itself would be able to speak
atmospheric,
fluent
ambient.
Latin. That anytime you could go up to someone and speak fluent Latin, it's English. English has started to dominate the Vatican itself, like
The music's
wild.
also inspired by like vast landscapes those ethereal, spacious, vocals and whatnot.
Which really annoys the
create
Spanish and the
space,
Italians.
A big area, so it's almost like flying through the mountains. Like that kind of
Sense of freedom.
sense of freedom, openness, a space to explore. Yeah.
Like a soundscape?
Yes.
That's kind of the idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
A vast soundscape.
Okay. And what are your influences?
Our influences. Vardruna, Hailung, Togo Lupi. Yeah. Dunheim is good.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Take little bits of inspiration from each.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
find sounds that we like and that could spark an idea.
While our music's not really Norwegian, it's inspired by Scandinavian, the sound.
Yeah, the instruments and the
So we wanted to-
influence. So
Yeah, your dad was
Some
definitely
authentic
very
instruments.
switched on for
I,
sure. Like, what did he work
ended
as,
up making
Jim?
one for Heidi, and so Heidi plays that in a few of our songs, and then it sort of branched out, just making different versions.
That's amazing that you make them.
Expanded
They look
into-
That's
awesome.
more focused on. Actually, I'll leave that there, and what I'll do is I will open up another window again. Actually, no, I'll leave that playing for a second.
Yeah.
While I,
Some talent in this
of course, you
industry.
do that, then it acts up.
So are you artists? I mean, I guess you are. You're a tattooist.
Right, so I might as well pause
tattoo
there
artists,
Yeah.
draw.
because I need to. Oh wait! I'll leave that play while I'm doing this bit. I'm still trying to organize
sing,
everything in the back.
I play guitar, play the harp now. What else can I play?
Didgeridoo.
Wow.
We have flutes as well. What else have we got? Drums. You come from drumming background. I come from guitar and singing background. And also about the music, Brandon's the main producer comes from the producing background, so that helped us. A huge advantage to have that kind of tool to bring our music into the digital realm. Yeah, so some of the songs in the upcoming album will have a lot of the lyre in it.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a
And that
bad
must be
thing.
quite-
I've just done, but I've done it anyway.
Unique for New Zealand is you're probably the only group playing this sort of music, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone else.
I haven't heard of anyone. So, anything you want to say about your music or the festival or
Come to Northwood.
come
It's
to
awesome.
Northwood? Yeah,
You won't regret it.
yeah.
Maybe bring a rain jacket, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it here. It's like a home for our music. It's the only place we've found so far that's
Jesus.
accommodates.
30 minutes? What the hell? I've been pissing around for almost 40 minutes now. Media, is that live or for the other one? Maybe I should just offline. What do you mean offline? You're supposed to be live. Live. Is that broadcast? Allegedly, it's been broadcasting for a minute. 1 second. Well, there you go. And then if I go and click this one, share screen, maybe this one. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Oh, and it's deciding not to work, maybe. All right, there it goes. We're up and running, boys. We're up and running. Did I just have a massive... I had a massive fall from 10 to 3. What the hell? Was that for real? Did I just lose 10 people? Must be a surge. I'm gonna go check that out. So I have no clue what's going on in my... When it says save game, what's it mean by that one? I don't think that one's... Yeah, that one's old. Ooh, I like that one. The Frog Warren Trophy. They give it. Oh, right. Nice. So your War Sales is so good. So your dad was famous enough, wasn't he? Was he a local hero or was he like a major famous? It sounds like he definitely was famous overseas and stuff, especially with those. He definitely must have been famous in Ireland as well, to a certain degree, to do with cars and stuff. I bet you, because I have friends that work in the automobile business up in, just on the Mallow Limerick Road, I'm sure. They work up around there. I'm just wondering if they would know who your dad was and stuff. Or was he just more local famous? As you can see, I know lots about the automobile business. We'll go to a new game. And well, so I got a few munchies for myself. I should have bought crisps or something. So I'm quite full from those munchies, so I'll probably put these munchies in the fridge. Anything else I need to do? Oh, this is fancy.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent. Its armies
you guys can hear the screen, can you?
before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war.
Oh, she's been cranky again. Every once in a while she likes to be cranky.
From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south.
I'm going to be playing as the Celts.
All was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal
that's good.
as the conquest was, the wise agreed
She's very, very cranky, isn't she?
that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause.
Woohoo.
Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the empire.
That's class. Look at the shield wall. Shield wall!
And devise new ones of their own. Until one
Yeah,
day,
I'm literally, man, I'm
armies
playing as the
over
Celts, no problem.
empire snap. Then
Yeah.
comes the Civil War.
Man, Total War is so
Pitting
good as well.
all against
Love Total War.
all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance.
Man, I just want to play as the Celts, get into a big, massive battle.
As new leaders arise
Bum, bum, bum,
from new
bum,
places and new peoples.
He was locally known. He wasn't famous, but my grandfather's in there. I suppose he was famous in his own way, you know. Definitely a great man locally, anyway.
From the ashes
Local heroes are always the best. Lads who can actually get the job done, you know. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Now then. Well, I'll be looking to play as the Celts anyway. There we go. Playing as the Celts. How should I decorate this guy's face? Oh, it's playing the Celtic tunes in the back. I love playing. Nah, you see, I don't know who the Galatian. Oh, you're talking about the Total War. Yeah. The Galatian campaign was amazing. Any of those Celtic campaigns, I was always playing the Celtic campaigns in Total War. Oh, I love the tune. Ooh, it gets me in the mood. Bum, bum, bum. Let's ram and Putting some randomization in there. I'm looking for a proper Celtic head, do you know? You know, as they say, the big, massive Irish head on him. That's what I'm looking for. There was a few of them are proper Irish heads. If you turn this guy pale, too much of the Indo-European influence. There we go. Look at that. That's brilliant. I think we found a winner in there. Boom, boom, boom. Give him red hair, long hair. Long hair. Let me have a gawk. I'll see what we can do. His face is brilliant. I don't think we need to make any more adjustments. I think once we gave him the Indo-European look, he was flying. Because they compared Irish heads to Indian heads, and you can still see the Indo-European influence between the two of them. You said you wanted, but I think his hair is grand the way it is. I'll 1 second. Can I bring that in a wee bit? Maybe that's a bit too big. Oh, jeez, I'm lost. We're lost. 1 second. That's a bit too much. About there. I think there is grand. Okay. That's the problem with working on what was it called? The YouTubes and stuff. You have to bring everything in. But no, I think his hair is grand. I actually like his hair. Yeah, it is. It is bang on. It's exactly what you want for a good old Celt, you know? Yeah, I think he's good, man. Oh, I'm happy. Yeah. Sam Hyde? Do you think he looks like Sam Hyde? Maybe Sam Hyde has a bit of Irish in him. I think Sam Hyde has always primed himself around being an Englishman, hasn't he? An old Anglo-American. I don't think Sam Hyde has any English. He's Sam Hyde is massively pro-Anglo-American, which is funny given he pretends that he's anti anything that's Anglo-American, that he's an anarchist to the system and stuff. And he always supports anything that's Anglo-American related. What was it called? You were born into a family of. What's a forester? Is it given this description? Oh yeah, your family had a land of their own, so they earned their living from the woods, hunting and trapping. Ooh, that's a tempting one. You guys can't see now. I've got members of the chieftain. I feel like going for that one. Members of the chieftain's heart guard, healers. Your parents were healers. They gathered herbs. I don't know. That would be the white witches. The white women, as they would call them. They did exist. Right now, I think I'll make them the head of the chieftain's heart guard. The old retinue. I'm always mad into the Clí Airí. So that would be the Clí Airí. Your father was a Clí Airí, member of the King's war band. Called himself Candyman. I haven't seen that one. I want to see it. Sam Hyde is funny. Don't get me wrong. Sam Hyde is very, very funny. But anytime he opens his mouth for political reasons, and he's very good at gaslighting and manipulating people. But anytime he opens his mouth politically, it's there to favor anything that's Anglo-American. You know, he's very pro-Anglo-American. You know, which might get me into trouble on YouTube, which is also very pro-Anglo-American. Where are we? So we've got the Clí Airí. So I can choose to be a member of the Clí Airí, the King's War Band. Well, my father was a member of the King's War Band. And obviously my mother then, she would have done the politics of the, oh my God, what are they called again? inside of the Tuat. The main, what's the main Tuat? The re Tuat. The re Tuat. You guys are probably going to correct me on that one. Yeah, well, of course he's got no fear. He's a rich kid for the Anglo-Americans. He's untouchable. Like, Sam Hyde is very untouchable. Like, he's pretty much a made man, as they would call him. He's got a bit of Irish. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, as you said there, that makes more sense. Because, like, how is he with the rest of the Irish American community, I wonder, over in America? So we can choose to be a member of the Clí Éirí, with my father as one of the King's War Band, and my mother, who would have done the politics inside of the court. Or we can choose for our parents to be slightly a member of the outcast community as white women and white witches and stuff. No clue what my father would have been. Father probably just a local farmer doing his own thing. And tribes, what is tribes people? Your family were middle-ranking members of the clan who had their own land. So you're talking about the Bo Éirí. So tribes people is the Bo Éirí. If you're talking about middle ranking, that would be the Bo Éirí. So my father would have had his own cattle. I got a lizard jumping up and on. How do I know I'm off living in the Isles of the Pacific when you got a lizard hanging off your roof? Just bouncing around the place. He's gonna I have a book somewhere on the white and green witches of Ireland. Here, pull that out there. I've got them here. I can choose for my family to be a member of the white witches and stuff. But yeah, so what we have so far is the Clí Éirí, the white witches or white women, or as Jim O'Neill points out, you also have the green witches as well. What's the difference between the green witches and the white witches, Jim? I know a lot about the white women, or as they call them as well, the white witches in Ireland. The Roman Catholic Church and the English hated the white women. They used to try to, because they would brand them as, I don't know if they ever burned any of them, to be honest with you. I don't think they ever burned any of them in Ireland. But the English and the Roman Catholic Church hated them. But they were hugely protected by the local Irish. The local Irish really protected them. Like, Sam's funny, man. His TEDx was, what? I'm missing all this stuff. Then you have tribes people, which is the Bo Éirí. So they would have owned. Oh, actually, your father fought in the Kerns, which they did. So they actually have Kerns in this. The main body of the people, warriors joining in, screaming, charging, for which the British. So yeah, so far we have the Clí Éirí, the white women or white witches, and as Jim points out there, the green witches. Then we have the Bo Éirí. We could be part of the Smiths. Obviously, as you guys know yourself, it was the Celtic culture that brought a lot of the modern smithing in. Obviously, we had massive smithing before that with the Bronze Age Ireland, with the Malaysians and stuff. So obviously, smithing back in the Bronze Age Ireland, absolutely magnificent. Then going into the Iron Age, we have the coming of Celtic culture that we know of today, the Latin culture that came into Ireland. With that, absolutely amazing Iron Age came in. And then obviously later on, then we have the Roman Britain with the Andanians, who eventually would take up the area that we know today as Dublin. Then after that, we have the Viking culture that comes in with the Hiberno Scandinavians. So smithing in Ireland going into the 12th century is absolutely magnificent. So they maintain pagan custom. Where am I? So they maintain pagan customs, like how mentioned Brian Brew's sacred tree being cut down and how furious he got. And was that someone else? Yeah, Brian Brew's pagan tree. That's an interesting one. I would love to get Sean Duffy. Like trying to get a hold of Sean Duffy. But you know who has great contacts with Sean Duffy? Is me and Mihaw's friend buddy, Bertie. Bertie's met with Sean Duffy a few times. I'll have to ask ask Bertie about that one next time he's talking to Sean Duffy. Because that one, Brian Brew having a pagan, especially since Brian Brew had his education in Ross, at Ross monastic settlement, which was a huge Roman Christian. I suppose you don't really say Roman Catholic until the 16th century, but at least Roman Christian settlement. So I think it's very funny that he had a pagan tree and was practicing some form of, as they call it, folklore and stuff. Very, very, very funny. Like, and the thing is at the time they did consider pagans to be of that kind of Christian pagan world. Very, very funny. Like, the White Witches use good spells, and the Green Witches, as far as I can remember, are really good at like gardening and growing things. Ah, right. That's interesting. So they've been more involved with the herbs. That's fascinating. It was male shocknut. I perfected pronouncing whale shocknut, because I always say male shocknut instead of whale shocknut. The second whale shocknut. Whale shocknut, cut it down. They became. It'd be cool to learn about some of those old beliefs, man. It's always, it's really annoying to be looking all that stuff up, because of the fact that we're looking at it from a Roman Christian perspective, and most of the Roman Christians. Professor John Carey of University College of Cork says some of the Roman Christians may have known a pagan, but they're still writing it from their own Roman Christian perspective. And on top of that as well, their Roman Christian perspective is very Roman pagan perspective instead of Celtic pagan perspective. Because they talk about the Celtic gods like they were centralized Celtic gods, when instead they were seen from the perspective of my perspective and your perspective, as in every single village had their own version of a war god, a god of water, a river god. And that's why when you go into Celtic paganism, there isn't just one pronunciation and one interpretation of the same god. There's different pronunciations, and also sometimes there's just an outright different god in a different location. That's Celtic paganism. It's very local, view of the world and stuff, where they would have had their own local pagan gods. And the way it's documented in Roman Christianity is, from the Roman Christianity perspective, that survived, sadly, is that, you have one god of war. So, for example, in the Tuatha Roman Christian view of that is Morgan is the god of war, when in reality every single Tuat would have their own interpretation of who was the god of war, if they had a god of war at all, to be honest with you. Also read somewhere where blacksmiths were held. Yes, Jim, here you hit the nail on the head as well. The Smiths. That's why it'd be tempting to click onto the Smith family as my part of my Tuat, because of the fact that the Smiths are held in high regard. In fact, in Dublin, there is actually a surname Smith. There is an Irish, which Micheál could tell you all about there. So the Smith family does exist, Forestries, which are a Kern family. So it's interesting we have both the Bow Air here, and then we have the forest, your family hold land. So these guys would be of the Kerns, which, goes into the realm of, maybe your mother worked as, doing a bit of side hustle, worked in as a lady of the night, because so most likely to hear your father, if you're talking about the forests and stuff, your father would have been a Kern pretty much his entire life, would have been a bastard son. And a lot of them, if you read the Finn cycle, a lot of these guys ended up marrying or having relationships where they had children and stuff women that serviced multiple men. Which is in the Finn cycle by Kevin Murray. I have the book somewhere. Next, we bump into the bards. Obviously, very important to Celtic culture. It's something that's really, 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 really promising career-wise. But I'm not into the musical side of things. This is very good for diplomacy, though. Being able to talk your way out of situations. Bum, bum. I know Leinster. We're supposed to look Lagra. Oh my god. My pronunciation now for Leinster right now is slightly slipping. Bum, bum, bum. Loigra. That's the one, Loigra. I know at least Loigra were supposed to look at one of their ancestry as a god among gods. Yeah. I haven't looked into that one for the, what was it, Loigra? Bum, bum, bum. It's anglicized into MacGowan. Oh, really? Is that open Ulster? Because I don't think that's the same as Dublin. I think Dublin may have had a separate one, maybe. MacGowan. Huh. That's fascinating. Because I think there might be just an Anglo version of the Smiths as well in Dublin. Because is that branch? Did they branch into the Dublin Smiths? Interesting. So, is there a branch of like the Dublin Smiths and then an Ulster Smiths? Because I'm assuming the MacGowans are Ulster Smiths. Here, Kevin. I heard about that one as well. How women were being shared. I think it's but it's interesting as well because in Ireland, concubines are in a marriage relationship with the man. Do you know? Maybe it's just down to how many is around and stuff. Yeah. Gowan just means Smith in its own. Yeah. But does Gowan just apply as a modern surname? Does that apply to the who are these? Oh, sailor families and stuff. They'd be more of the Hiberno Scandinavians. So this is an Ustman family. It's interesting that we have Ustmen in here. The Hiberno Scandinavians. Your king braved the lakes and rivers, hide-covered fishing ice waters. What's really interesting as well is they added in that detail of Hiberno Scandinavian. She has a Hiberno Scandinavian dress on her. And he's got a Hiberno Scandinavian tunic with the Cortland pants. Oh, the level of detail in that. Somebody went and did their research in Hiberno Scandinavians. Because if we look over to all the other ones have, Celtic influences, so on and so forth. But it's interesting that they gave the sailor family Hiberno Scandinavian clothing. That's fascinating. And even he has, you guys can't see it, but even he has Cortland pants on, which fits in with that cross that's up in Clonmacnoise. Oh, God, the spelling is in my bloody head, but the pronunciation. Oh, my God, what is the pronunciation? It'll come back to me. Just call it the cross of, how is it? The cross that's up in Clonmacnoise. I guess there is an O'Gowan family. I wonder. Give us a second there. Oh, really? How do you pronounce that one? The leg. Down in Poland as well. That's interesting. It's interesting you have a tent find up in the Slavic regions. Like, is that through trade? I wonder. Yeah, I know, right? To have that Hiberno Scandinavian influence inside there. Then we have, which this one also has massive Hiberno Scandinavian ones. Guardians of the Lake, your kin were part of a group of. Oh, right. So you have both the administration side of things. Okay. So is this more from Viking? What was it? Viking administration side of things? And is this one more Viking? Guardians of the Lake? Because this looks more like Irish Viking. Got two versions of it, and both of them are very Hiberno Scandinavian. See, I kind of want to go Hiberno Scandinavian because I'm Hayes of Limerick, or in Irish, O'Herda of Limerick. Pronounced Van Pekerskik. Van P. They're on about every corner in the city here I live in. Whoopsies. Man, I missed out on a lot of this conversation here. Yeah, the last comment I noticed about Jim is the blacksmith one, and then I accidentally missed two of his bits there. I was researching archaeology, Iron Age, Poland. Ah, right, now I can see it. But Jim, the problem is right now is the fact that, what was it called? They're closing down schools as well in America. But they were saying is that they want to stop promoting. I don't know if we're going to shut down for doing this, but which is funny because at the same time they've made a common knowledge about this is they want to make the working class more ignorant in the United States. So they've even closed down libraries and stuff as well. And they won't get more people onto. They're really trying to promote doom scrolling in America as well because they want to get more people on the leash because they need more workers. Most likely Smiths of Irish descent in Leinster and multiple families that changed their names. Ah, right. Because I was saying that, Mihal, because what was it called? Smith, that was in D Company with us, the lunatic one. He was Smiths of Dublin, and he was very kind of English, you know. Although he had massive IRA ties. His family fought in the Irish Civil War on the side of Eamon de Valera. They were very, very close to Eamon de Valera's family. Still are today, very, very close to Eamon de Valera's family. And he was in the military with us, and he was very, very, very wealthy family, and that's why he was a lunatic in the military. He solidly didn't care, and they were giving him some mad punishments, and he just didn't care. I suppose I don't know how the mechanics work for boats in this one. I'm already gonna want to go clear airy because I like being clear airy. Oh, especially for its focus on two-handed. I might start off as a clear airy and then slowly but surely work my way up to get the stats of the Hiberno Scandinavians. But there's a part of me as well that's thinking his family owns a shop in Dublin. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about because they had a restaurant and everything. Are you still talking to Smith, Michal? So I'm already half tempted to go. Although Kern is not bad, I always. This sounds bad. Maybe Michal's gonna sweep me for this one, but I always prefer the clear area of the Kerns. And then obviously you have the Hiberno Scandinavians, which are important because the Hiberno Scandinavians, the guardians of the lake, as they call them in this one, end up becoming the Gallo Glass later on. No, not since I left in 2017. Yeah, he was so mad, man. You left in 2017? Jesus, you were on for ages. I was in. Yeah, it's weird. I must have been third year. Man, yeah. Military is just wild. Timeline wise, like. Because I feel like, Mihal, I feel like you left in 2014 with me, like. But you stayed on for another good few years. It's wild when you think about it. Hello from the north. Another Ulster man. Jesus Christ. Lads, you're overwhelming my channel again. Between Jim O'Neill to bloody another Ulster man to Mihal has just jumped in as well. 2010 to 2017 did long enough. Yeah, man. Boom, 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 boom. Well, because this is a new DLC, I am very, very tempted to go Gallo Glass. The other was because this is the period where they're still in their transformation period. They're still referred to as Ustmen in this one, as of Gerald de Wales's topography of Ireland, where he refers to them as Ustmen, Eastern Irishmen. The other most definite, trying to dumb us down here in America. Yeah, they've been doing it since 1920. Ooh, who was it? It was quoted. Go Gallo Glass. Do you know what? Yeah, I think I will. I'll go Gallo Glass in this one. Ustman is referred to at this point. As a child, you were noted for your leadership skills. What's Brown? You were big. Other children looked to have you around in any scrap with children. From neighbor village to push, plague, throw your axe. So it's a troublemaker. So you can be a leadership kid, a troublemaker kid, attention to detail kid, good at numbers kid, your way with people kid, probably your way with people kid, skills with a horse, uncanny ability, predict the weather. I am very good at that, predicting the weather. I just, when you suddenly feel that pinch of cold and you can see the black clouds, you know it's going to rain, which is very handy for boating. But I want to bring up the old charm a wee bit, so we'll give him. And plus, I was born close to the Blarney Stone, so no wonder I'm so good with the old gift of the gab. So we'll chuck that one in there. Like all village children, you helped out in fields. Did you herd the sheep? Do I look like a slave? Do I look like St. Patrick? Worked with the village smith, repaired projects, gathered herbs in the wild, hunted small game. I remember doing that as a child. With the old grandmother, who was getting the old berries and stuff. Hunted small game, sold products in the market. Worked at the docks. We'll say I gathered herbs. Right. As a youngster, as an old kern. Right. What did you do? Were you a part of the chieftain's retinue? It says service, so I reckon a king's service. So it must have been the Ugluk. So this one here, the first one, we're a chieftain's servant. That would be an Ugluk for the for the king. Trained in the heart god is not the same thing. You were big and impressive enough youth for the chieftain to guard aloud. What does that translate over to in Irish? Trained with the heart's guard. You were big, impressive enough youth, chieftain's guard aloud. You train alongside them. Okay. Okay. So far we've got two different forms of Ugluk, young Kern. You were just a good boy who helped the McCarthy's do bad things. That's it. Although my ancestors would have gone between the O'Briens, yeah, maybe the McCarthy's as well. Because my family have always gone between Limerick and Cork on my father's side. And then my mother's side of the family was from Sligo. Stood guard of the garrison. The garrison spent most of his time guarding the town. Their training focused. Mostly just Kerns put in different roles. So, were you a Kern that supposed, well, an Ugluk that spent most of the time with the king? Were you an Ugluk that spent most of the time guarding during the assemblies? Were you a Kern that protected most of the monastic settlements? Were you a Kern that took part in skirmishes? Were you a Kern that did Kern jobs? Many British spent as a Kern troops. So this one is you actually doing your job. Do you know what's actually funny about this? Is it reminds me of when you go in to do your military service. You know, are you going to spend most of your time on the battlefield or inside camp? You know, because the first one, well, the first three are basically you are an Ugluk, a young Kern who spent most of his time inside of camp. Then did you spend most of your time doing what was it called? Training. Then did you actually do Kern stuff, which was cattle raiding. What comes with that one? Focus on throwing. Sorry. Served in the guard. Then focus points. One charm, scouting. Your family. Oh, that needs to get plugged in. Coastal defenses, which is also in the Finn cycle as well. So were you an Ugluk for the Eastmen? Which did happen, by the way. I'll plug this in. Smithing is great for easy money. Huge early game. Yeah, that's also very, very true. Plus, I want to get into smithing as well because I want to create my own Irish weapons and stuff. So, do you know what? I lived up in Mallow, so I would have been expected to become a cattle raider. As you guys are saying there, between the McCarthy's and the Lexington. I suppose at this point, between the McCarthy's and the O'Briens. Dun, 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 dun. Before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was you defeated an enemy in battle, you led a successful manhunt, you invested some money on land, you hunted dangerous animals, you had a famous escape in town, you treated people well. I suppose you treat people well. Seems to be a decent one. Also brings up charm a wee bit more, which is handy. He thinks. Right, like many families in Europe. It says Colorado. I'm just going, well, Colorado is just a fancy version of Europe. Your life was undermined. Your home was ravaged by an army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, and brother and two younger siblings to a new town. Your herd was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, in the inn at which you stayed, were attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, and your two youngest siblings seized you and your brother. All right, so my two younger siblings were taken away, and me and my younger brother have survived. We subdued the raiders. So how did you beat them? You drove them away with arrows. You rode off fast on your horse. You tricked the raiders. You organized the travelers to break out. You threw a makeshift fortification. We beat up the raiders, of course. Right. Now we need to give him a name. I think I will call him Fergus. I think we'll go for Fergus, will we? I don't know which name we shall get. I want more coffee as well. I ran out of coffee just there. Take hostages. Always take hostages. Or sell them on the market. make some money in the slave docks of Dublin. What name are we going to give this guy? Dun, 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 dun. Tig. Tig is a good name. Like, I have a friend called Tig. Would be a lunatic as well. Yeah, I might go for Tig. Tig. Bum, 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 bum. Enter your name. Finn of the McCool clan. We might go for McCool for what was it called? Sorry, we might go for McCool. Finn McCool. Yeah, we might go for McCool for the surname props. Bum, bum. Although, did this ask for my family name? There's some tune like, isn't it? Finn McCool is a good dog's name. It's actually that broken. Did they not rebalance it in the net last patch, no? Mago O'Sullivan. Is anyone called
It's been
Mago?
3 days now. We've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close.
Why is that accent? Of course, my one's
Think
so.
about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight?
What is that accent? Sadly, they haven't put Ireland in this yet. Well, the fantasy version of Ireland. It starts off in France. There's still Celtic culture in France. For some reason, they put Celtic culture in France in the 12th century in the fantasy version of this. So you start off in Celtic, the 12th century Celtic version, and which weird. It's weird because it's not in Brittany either. They put Celtic culture, where what was it called? Between like Germany and France, in what was it, Burgundies or whatever area that it would be today. That's where they put Celtic culture in this. So like, I don't know, like what's the justification? And plus, Celtic culture in this is more. It's a mixture of like Irish, Welsh, and Scottish, you know, and Brittany as well, like. And but it's they placed it in the Burgundies area between Germany and France, because this is a fantasy version of Europe. Like, so it's not quite Europe, but it's more of a fantasy version, and everything is moved around a way a bit. And they also haven't put Ireland in the game, and they probably won't because, you know, Ireland's been relocated to Burgundies between Ireland and, what was it, France and Scotland. But strange, like. And also, what was it, English and French cultures being merged in together as well. Mango was popular in Kerry, I think. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that's a Welsh name, isn't it, for Rory? Bum, bum, bum. Just let me turn that one on. There we go. Because I think that was getting a bit too behind.
This could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders.
I'm going to run, of course. I need to know. We have no time to lose. We can do more if we split up. So do you think we can? Right.
Let's go on then.
Finn McCool. Should be Finn McCool, is it not? It should be Finn McCool in Irish as well. Unless one of you guys is going to correct me on this one, like, but I think the pronunciation is just the same. Bum, bum, bum. Oh right, I was supposed to let him fight me. Go on, hit me, so. Come on. I'll make you. He's not hitting me, for you. I was there barring him. Come on, hit me already, will you? Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. Come on, hit me. Come on. You're broken. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Oh my god, what's wrong with him? This game bust.
Die, dog!
Finn McCool. Oh, that's slightly slow there. I'm absolutely battering him there, like. Finn McCool. That does definitely sounds more better. There, it finally did it on my side. You guys still have to watch the pen. Ah, got it. Stab is a bit tricky. Okay. Your weapon. Go to training. That's like that one. Grand. And was that one? Oh right. How do I use my weapon? Ah, there we go. Lex sword. Come on, hit me. You're eating breakfast and I am snipping on night shop. Yeah, it's two different breakfasts, isn't it? Can I not just do that? Why is he so slow? Thank you, Mihal. I'll have to figure out the proper pronunciation for that one. There he goes. Okay, I think that's how you went to flow. Okay. Don't I look like the clown? Look at me, just battering them like no tomorrow. What am I doing? Superman, what do you mean? You might even. Come on. Oh, there we go. Why is that always lagging? Oh. Oh. Go for the long sword. I'm not sure which one I like more. The shield and sword, or the two-handed sword. I think I like the two-handed sword more, but I do like working with the sword and shield. Probably in real life, I actually prefer the axe and shield because it's fun to work with. So I'll probably end up going axe. I want to work with axes. I just like working with axes too much.
You bastard!
God, the spear's a nightmare to work with this one. Yeah, I probably end up going axe and shield, to be honest with you. I won't be going spear and shield. It's my least, favorite right now. Whoopsies. That's lagging there, so I didn't see the mistake I made. Yeah. Yeah, that's who I'm playing as. I have to go Celtic culture, like, man. Britannia. That's meant to be Brittany, by the way. Not because most people think Britannia. They think, well, it's meant to be a mixture, isn't it, of the Welsh name and Brittany and France. Dehuman skulls. Dehuman skulls. One second, get some all this. Go on. Oopsies. Sorry about that, Jim. 1 second. Oh, gone. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the spear and the shield. Wouldn't be one of my favorite weapons to be dealing with, like. Yeah. The thing about the longsword, though, and the claymore is the fact I just prefer it. I think it's better for dueling. probably just go longsword and longswords are so good. But I'd probably go axe. And I always went to. Ooh. I'll probably end up going axe and. This is extremely realistic, man. Yeah, she's quite good, all right. Like, but I'll probably end up going bow and. Sorry, not bow. Axe and shield. I really like the axe and shield in this. And I just, even in real life, because I actually do living history in real life as well. And I actually prefer the axe and shield in real life than anything else. Claymore is my favorite weapon. Thinking William Wallace every game. Yeah. Claymore's so good. What was it? Claymore. Because didn't I just do a short on that one? Have you been playing Bannerlord long? I played a good bit of Bannerlord 2 years ago when it first came out. I didn't touch it for a while, and then got back into it with the just now. How do I go to the bow? Need to make my way over to the bow now. Is this the one? Horse archer? Or is that regular archery? Do I hop on here or do I just walk the thing? What's this guy doing? Trainer master. I'm not sure if I meant to mount the horse first. There we go. Am I not shooting the targets? My arrow. There we go. There you go. I thought we were supposed to press L2, but no, it's all done with the R2, isn't it? So I end up missing the first target. Got it. I should really get into horse archery. There. Just focusing on doing this. Oopsies. Get these targets. Bum 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 bum. There we go. It's a bit of lag there, so I might do these sounds funny. Oh shit, I missed the target. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. I could have done better. Could do that track again and do it better, but I don't really care. How do I get off a horse? Ah, there it goes. I prefer sword and shield with javelins. Miho, what do you prefer in real life? What's your favorite weapons in real life? My favorite weapon in real life is definitely the axe and the shield, and I'll probably go axe and shield in this as well. Another reason why I like the axe and shield so much, especially in this, is when you're giving commands out and people are shooting arrows and shit. It's nice to have that bit of cover, like. Give me a dirk. Man, Celtic daggers are always so gorgeous, like, especially the Scottish type. It's good, like. Bannerlord is such a good game. So good. Celtic, 1888. Do you do the longbow? No, you into the longbow. Sword and shield found an axe. Need more skill to wield. The axe is. I love the axe, man. I'm addicted to the axe in living history. Like when it comes down to battles and stuff, I got it addicted to the axe when I did Portadown. I did a living history event in Portadown, and in it, remember the very first time I did this, I had my shield up and I just swung the axe into the other person's shield, and the hook part of the axe grabbed onto the other person's shield, pulled it down, and as I pulled it down, I could see the lad behind me. This is what we agreed beforehand. Got his spear and was going to shoot it into your manor. This was during a skirmish, and I actually have it on video. It's actually on video. I could actually show you guys on video, but I'll show you guys later or tomorrow or whatever. But although I'm with Mihal tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to show you guys tomorrow. But regardless, I was with White Horse Vikings, and we agreed that I would hook the shield down. And as I was hooking it down, and the lad behind me was there with his spear to kill him, I could see the look of fear on the guy's face just as his shield was going down. And I got so addicted to giving people that fear. Just seeing their face suddenly just pure terrified as they know they're about to get hit. Like I'm addicted to it, man. I love it. I love going shield and axe just for that one. I'd love to get trained up on the Dane axe. Dane axe is one I'd love to get trained up on. Although I'd say it's more stressful because now you're gone into pure specialist like. Game of Thrones mod is alright, like.
Die, you bastard! I'll split your skull!
Jesus Christ, I was there talking to myself. I was telling you guys the full history of Viking martial art and reenactment in Ireland. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. Avid cross-dresser who likes to wear his wife's underwear. My wife is Japanese, so the problem is my wife actually encourages that behavior. I have to try to talk her out of mad stuff that should be into. I'm telling you, lads, like, if you want an adventure, marry yourself a Japanese wife. They're just hyper, especially for that kind of behavior. Like mounted swordsman. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. I'd rather have an axe though. Let's see what the axe is about. We'll see how I do this time, right? There we go. That's gone behind. My live stream is behind. Ooh, I'm so good at this. Yeah. Gonna go axe and shield, I think, and just go raider class. Yeah, I'm definitely putting together a raider character for sure. An old Hiberno Scandinavian. Ooh, I missed that one. I can't believe I missed that one. Oh, shite. That one's too high. I'm missing these now. There we go. Ooh. How behind is that? That's lagging behind big time. 1 second. I'll fix that in a bit. Well, I kind of messed up with that one. I'm still going axe and shield though. Oop. It's stopping there, is it? Oh, shit. Well, I just did that one. Ooh, that did not break. Jeez, she's gone very bad. Which one did I do the worst at? Didn't say. I actually thought I would do better. Yeah, watching it back there. You still can't hear me. Jim, maybe you're completely behind. But what's with the lag? Yeah, the lag is very bad, isn't it? Mia, can you not hear me, no? Or is Jim's thing behind as well? Oh yeah, it's grand. I think sometimes I think Jim's thing lags as well. There's a lot of lagging. Everyone's lagging. Chat is lagging. The game is lagging. It doesn't say what I did overall. Where's the range training? I want to do range training. There's the fighting one, the horsey one. What's this one? Oh yeah, I found the range training. I hear you loud and clear, unfortunately. You're terrible to me. That's what I was talking about before. I can hear the game, but I can't hear Philip's comments. Yeah, I think Jim O'Neill's one is lagging for sure. And I want bloody drink. Do you know, I should have picked up some lemon before I started live streaming. It's grand. What's I need to do? I just get a drink of water. But first, I'm going to talk about the time Mihal. No, what Mihal was talking about earlier, and what I wanted to say before it was went laggy, is that Mihal from Clans and Dynasties got a really bad. I don't know, Mihal, would you call it an accident, or do you just think it was deliberate? But they were doing. Mihal is a part of a group that does full contact Viking martial art. Well, really should be called 10th century. Irish and Viking martial art. I don't know, but regardless, he was doing it. And what weapon were you on, Mihal? Was that axe? Was it sword and shield you were on? And so Mihal was doing martial art, And there was a guy with Dane axe, a two-handed axe, poof, clogs Mihal in the top of the head and knocks Mihal completely out of it. And it was really bad. As you were saying there, you were out of it for about 3 months or so, like really, really bad. Everybody was saying it as well. It was very bad. And it was only training. This wasn't in a proper event or anything. But Mihal's group is proper. They don't mess about. They do full contact martial art, and they do one of the toughest martial arts in Europe. They even go to a big Polish event where they do a battle, which is 300 men against 300 men in full contact as well. So Mihal's group doesn't mess around. Like, do I speak Irish at all, Philip? Well, technically, I'm supposed to be speaking Munster Irish, but my Irish Celtic 1888 is absolutely diabolical. And what's very disgusting about this is the fact that as a child, I went to a Munster Irish school, the Gaelscoil in Mahon, Blackrock. God, what was the proper name for it? It's on my head right now. But regardless, when I was 7, I then ended up moving to a Roman Catholic school, and there they kind of taught more from the book. And I'm really bad from learning from the book, so I ended up, my Irish just went so bad from it. I wish I'd stayed in the first Irish school I was in that was taught more fluently. Because I'm curious how I'd say my family name in its Irish form. Put it down there. Miho will probably correct me. Oh, do you know what? I want to drink of water. Before I do this whole bowing thing, I just want to drink of water first. Just give us a second there, lads. Celtic 1888. Will you put down your Irish name there, and I'll see what the story is anyway. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Ooh, God, is that originally from Oshrega? From Kilkenny? Oh, that's not popping up properly. Oh, give us a second there. McGilly Honey. Oh, Mihal, you know that name, do you? Mihal, we do have to organize a proper, especially since I got the multi-stream up and going again. Organize a time to go through, because I was saying it to Rachel as well to get up and going. Because I think what we'll do is we'll have myself, Mihal, and Rachel do a big, massive multi-stream at least once a week, and just talk about surnames in a chilled, nice and chilled and relaxed, not organized or anything, and we'll just talk about surnames. I say, no, I can hear you now, Philip. Oh, that's grand. I think it's just a lagging on your side. There's a lot of lagging going on. I'm not going to turn on this. Oh, that's because of your computer, Jim. No, it's the whole multi-stream is lagging right now. Bum, bum, bum. Let me see if I can get the correct pronunciation of you there. Is this flying around the place? What's the correct? I just want to close all these things. How to say? Normally when I say this stuff, there's always a page. There's a famous. Someone's medieval era. Not the right. No, I can see why. Dun, dun, dun. When you look online, you get a whole load of wrong pronunciations. No. Man. It's a nightmare trying to get the correct pronunciation for you. I definitely would stick with Michal's pronunciation for sure. Yeah. Bum bum. I'm not calling you a slacker. I'm saying this whole multi-stream is a wee bit slow. My dad's family came from Donegal. Oh, so sure, no wonder Michal is able to pronounce your name, Grant. You and Michal are part of the same group. Well, groups. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. So, is almost everybody in here, Ulstermen? How does my stream always get covered with Ulstermen? What the hell? O'Sullivan. There's always that blur, though, between Ireland and Scotland, isn't there? Like, there is a family that I know of. McBulton is the surname of a guy who played Rose Bolton. Oh, yeah. Jeez, what's going on outside? Am I on fire? It's very bad outside, isn't it? Right. Let's highlight that one for anyone who's watching the restream of this. Boom, boom, boom. You always end up on Munster, man. I'm literally, like, right now covered in Ulster, man. What the hell? We need to get the multi-stream up and going. Maybe if we get the multi-stream up and going again, we can balance this all out, like, for sure, like. The Dalriada. Yeah, man. Reading about the golden history of Ireland and the old Dalriada. And what's crazy is there are so many massive battles between the Irish and the Anglo-Saxons, especially when you're reading about the 8th century. 8th century. I suppose the 7th and 8th century. Yeah, maybe the 7th century has bigger battles. I think seventh. Yeah, 7th century has some big battles in there. Between the old, because they have that Dalriada mix, they can easily summon up to 10,000 men. It was a force of 10,000, march up to, up to Ulster, and then from Ulster hop on over to the Anglo-Saxon side, and vice versa. The Anglo-Saxons invade a few times into Ireland that way as well. There's some big battles in around the Ullad area, like. It's like no wonder Downpatrick becomes so difficult to capture, like, because the people of Downpatrick, which eventually a lot of them moved to Carrickfergus and then over to the whole Derry and Belfast area, like, they just no surrender. It's just a running team the whole time, like. It's like no wonder it's these days the main thing for a lot of the people of Derry and Belfast and Carrickfergus, like, no surrender. And I think the soul of that comes from the Dalriada, because of the fact that they're used to big, massive, huge battles and sieges because of the whole Anglo-Saxons and the Gaelic marching up there. I'm also a hands-on learner too. Don't learn much from a book. It's funny, Jim, because when it comes down to Irish, I'm pure hands-on. I have to talk to someone. I have to, like, for me to learn a language, I cannot learn a language from the book. I have to talk to people, interact with them to learn language. I can't, man. I can't do it. I can't do school. School can't do it. You're wasting your money sending me to school to learn a language. I have to. See, these people around me, I have to interact with them. It's the only way I learn a language. It's frustrating and annoying to them, but it's the best for me, Because a lot of people find me annoying with the pronunciations. Because I butcher pronunciation because I'm trying to learn it. So they get very annoyed. Everyone gets very annoyed trying to teach me anything. Because I'm trying to learn. And, you know, teaching someone a language you should be paid to do, you know? But I'm just a horrible human being trying to scam the people around me. What was it? Konnichiwa? Bum, bum, bum. Well, they're all confused as well. I'd be like, oh my God, what is it? What's it? Are you okay? I go up to them and I'm like, hello, with a big creepy smile on me. And then just as they're confused, I'd be like, in Japanese, are you okay? And then they'll like trying to waffle something at me and I'll try to pick it up. And I'll either try to interact or I'll continue being a weirdo and be like, are you okay? Until I get one, you know, get some interaction off them. And, oh man, it's like no wonder Japanese people think white people are so weird. But you know what? You just don't care and you push on. Munster's just better than... Yeah, that's called a fact, Mr. Amazing. There's a good reason why you're Mr. Amazing there, like. Without Irish Gaels, Scotland wouldn't be called Scotland. That's called a fact. The land of the Gaels. All right. Wonder how that mixtures in. So is Carolingian into the Men of Munster? Yeah, went north, basically the main power centre of Ireland in those days with the old e-nail, is it? I wished on the computer screen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I said that is really annoying, Jim, to be honest with you, like. Just people watching the re-recording, they can make sure to send Jim the money for using their computer. Although I need bloody money as well for everything else. For the old books, the early kings of Scotland were basically Irish Gaels. Yeah, that's also very, very true. Although some people would argue that they were still Picts, behaving like Gaels. I don't know. Because that's the, oh my God, what's his name? Calpin, isn't it? Or Kenneth. Oh my God, what's his actual surname? His surnames translate to the son of the servant, which I have no idea what that would mean. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my God, my thing's jumping around the place. Oh, right. I don't know, Mihal would definitely probably know that one if they were early clergymen or not. You should tell them you're the greatest Japanese speaker there ever was too. Yeah, fact. That's the way it's done, Kevin. We need to block. I take it that Mr. Amazing's already blocked from your comment section, Mihal. I'm third generation Ulster man. Oh God, why is this always turning into Ulster versus Munster? Battle of Clontarf all over. No, wait. Actually, is there any battle that is Ulster? I know there's a ton of proxy wars between Ulster and Munster, but I don't think there's any main wars between Ulster and Munster. Oh, nice. Oh shit, I thought you missed that one. I still prefer, would you believe, I actually prefer the javelin over the bow. Oh shit. Although in real life, I think I actually prefer the bow over the javelin. That's a good few distance, isn't it? Jesus. I'm slightly off with that one. Oh, I never reloaded the screen for you guys who are lagging again. You're going, what is he talking about? I picked up a javelin there and I started throwing it, but that thing's still lagging. Oof. There we go. It's great now I can watch the replay with you guys. What I'll do next time is I'll make sure to reload it so you guys are up to date. O'Neill's give away your Ulster man. Mihal, you're up late. There we go. There's the javelin. Weren't the Campbells Watch how bad this is. You see, I'm grounded at the very start, as you guys can see, right? Smashing away. And that's my favorite ranged weapon in Mountain Blade is the javelin. But what happens is that I can't get the range of the bottom ones. So you can see me trying to get higher and higher and higher. Still not hitting them. Frustrating, like. There we go. Sorry, getting it there, like. I think I hit the range bang on by that point. Well, to a certain degree, like. And you see, javelin is a great weapon for the Kerns. So, but then I do, later on in this game, I do prefer the longbow. I prefer the Fenian longbow that's in this. You have the old Welsh longbows in this, and I do prefer that one. Given that this is the 12th century, the longbow was dominating. But they had to nerf the longbow. They ended up nerfing the longbow in this. So probably early on, maybe I'll stick to the javelin, maybe, and switch longbow. Or maybe I'll switch to the longbow later on. Oh, wait, I have 2 left. I started chatting away to you guys and the thing continued. Oh, yeah, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. I'm only aware of the Ulster, Clare, and Dacia O'Neills, though, you know, any sources for the O'Neills and O'Byrne's link. The O'Byrne's. I was dating an O'Byrne. She was half Spanish, half Irish, and woo, she was wild. Brilliant. Wild. Not a relationship to last. I was dating her back in 2016, and oh man, what a relationship! I'm missing all this. My bowing skills are terrible. There we go. Oh, it's because I'm not getting the full draw. That's why. Okay, maybe I do prefer the bow. Oh shit! It's slightly off. Would you believe I was in the shooting team when I was in the military? Oh shit, it's like off. Ah! There we go. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh, that draw went to shit. Right. Yeah, I used to be in the shooting team. You wouldn't think it after that one, though. I think the reason I have a problem pronouncing of Irish words is you use 20 letters instead of 26, like here in America. Yeah, the thing about Irish, everyone struggles on it, is because of that accent. You, depending on where, because Jim, you're going to go off and learn the Ulster Irish. So that means you have to pick up the old Ulster accent, kind of the Belfast, Carrickfergus, Down, one of them accents, and kind of just keep to it. Like, obviously do it in private, because what happens is that, you know, naturally it's not going to sound great, like, but, you know, you're better off getting an Ulster accent from, you know, Belfast or somewhere. Belfast in particular, I would definitely advise somebody, an outsider, to pick up the Belfast accent when doing Ulster Irish, and then do your pronunciations from there. Start off not mastering the the language itself, but trying to get the accent squared away. It's the same thing when it's the same thing when you're learning French. Is you have to get the French accent squared away first. The Paris accent. Same thing with Japanese. You need to get the Japanese accent squared away before you start getting into the language itself, or you won't be able to get that pronunciation in there. And it's definitely true for Irish. Like it's so funny because the moment when my wife was trying to do, by the way, she has a brilliant Middleton accent, but she tried doing Irish. She was trying to learn Irish with a Japanese accent. And I was telling her, you need to put on your Middleton accent. She puts on a Middleton accent. She literally starts speaking fluent Irish. It's weird. It was like an off, on and off one, because It wasn't like she was just learning Irish, fresh. She actually learned Old Irish for years, but she couldn't pronounce half the words. And I was listening to her, and I was like, just put on a Middleton accent. She puts on a Middleton accent, poof, clicks, just clicked in place. I love Irish, When I'm speaking Irish, Munster Irish, I always have to just make sure my Mallow accent is at its thickest, and poof, voila. Munster Irish is flowing on me. Well, to a certain degree, like I wouldn't say. If someone asked me, "Can I speak Munster Irish?" I'd deny it. It's just not bad. Like, oh, Kevin just bang on there with that one. My granddad's cousin was Kevin. Killed on Bloody Sunday. When did you guys, Celtic 88, when did you guys immigrate? Did you immigrate or immigrant? Immigrate. There's the word. Did you immigrate over to Canada or America or Austria, your family? I'm on a late finishing project, one that kept under wraps for a little while. I can't plan nobody. Nice. Is that for a video, is it? What was it called? Walt Disney's grandnephew is. Oh yeah, I've seen that there's Irish American links inside there. That he's got a few nods to his Irish American connection, but isn't he meant to be Jewish American as well? There's so much, man. I don't know if you've been paying attention in the news, but they're arguing a whole load over Jewish Irish relations and that lately, like, because they want to rename one of the parks. I think it's stupid. And then Israel wants to get involved, and I'm like, oh my God, shut up, Israel. You just go in there and make a mess. The only people that should be allowed to talk when it comes down to Irish-Jewish relations is the New York Jews. Israel Jews need shh. And the reason for it is because New Yorkers know how to talk to Irish people. Israelis, oh my God, shut up. You literally just go in there. You might as well go in there with petrol and on fire every single time they open their mouths. New York Jews know how to talk to Irish people. Israeli Jews, shut up. And then they're literally into the second sentence. This is anti-Semitic. This is anti-Semitic. Fucking shut up. Like, honestly, like, get the New York Jews in there, to talk to the Irish. Well, his grandnephew is Irish and doesn't appear to relate to any other tested Disneys, and it doesn't appear in the MPE. He's also RZ255. Irish family is he related to, though? Fix this in my head. I can do a great Ulster accent. Irish sounds like you speak a lot with Ulster Irish is. That's exactly how Micheál talks. And County Down, and don't even have an Ulster. Micheál, you have the thickest Ulster accent going. Shut up, yeah. I don't have an Ulster accent. Big thick Ulster accent on him. You're as bad as the Americans. I don't have an American accent. Are you familiar with the boomerang? Boomerang, Philip. Yes, I am. You're going to go in there with a funny joke, aren't you, Jim? Disney's a bit odd. I think they're overlooked sometimes, which are obviously. There's Disney in the graveyard. His ancestors are buried. That is just ignored. I need to know about that one. County Down. Oh, so you and Micheál are related, are you? The Murphy family immigrated in 1825 to New Bondon, Nebraska, and then to New York in 1882. Which Murphy branch is that? My dad's grandparents went to Scotland in the 1940s. My dad's granddad had 8 brothers and 8 sisters. Same with the Irish granny. What surname do you have, Celtic 88? My mom moved to Canada in 1992. I love what? Jim, don't we know that? 1941, my great grandfather had to flee Superman for no reason. Fully no. What surname are they though? Celtic 88. You probably already said no, and I've probably forgotten. Right, that wants me to pop that in. So I can pick up the crossbow. Said, oh, how do I fire this thing? All right. Oof. No, I think I'll go with bow. There we go. Oh, slightly off. No, I'm going to go bow. I actually slightly, believe it or not, prefer the bow. I like the javelin a lot, though. There we go. No, I'm going to go with bow. Believe it or not, I'm actually terrible at this. Slightly, always slightly off. Ooh. Yeah. I'm hitting... Yeah, it's strange. Dying for some lemon. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. Always slightly prefer the bow, like. And 1894, my great grandfather had to flee. Oh yeah, we already did that one. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. That's Celtic 88's surname. I was gutted to read that. 143. Oh yeah, so you guys were on the Scottish side during the Cromwellian Wars, is it? It's part of the branch of the Murphys. How do I pronounce his name? 1 second. I'm gonna get his pronunciation. Bum, 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 bum. It's Mihal fall asleep today, or he's working on his project. Doesn't care about us anymore. I'm just gonna look up how to do pronunciation of this. Mac E Han E. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun. Okay. McElhenney. McElhenney? McElhenney. McElhenney seems to be the pronunciation. Oh, you slowed down a wee bit. McElhenney. The Disney connection is old enough. That is possible. Their ancestors came from Wales. Yeah, but what's the surname? Is like Disney? I'm assuming Disney is not a Irish name to start with. I'm assuming. Oh, right. Gotcha. Mihal. Just annoyed the shit out of Mihal. Refuses to work with me ever again. Bum. Yeah. Do you like the fantasy map of Europe? 1 second. I have to remember how the buttons are. Yes, I am. Do you like? How do I? I'm trying to remember these buttons again. There we go. Man. So here's the European map anyway. Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, they've added more stuff into this. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Because you can see that's how they kind of blurred the Eastern Roman Empire. Like it's so blurred compared to actual Europe. Like you can see this is the whole Viking era that they've built up a wee bit. Like the map on Bannerlord is class. New DLC brings out Nords. Yeah, but you can see that kind of Isles and Norway, Scandinavian. Well, Sweden is on one side, and then on the north side of it, they have Norwegian Norse. So you can actually get bits and bobs to put together a Hiberno Scandinavian kit, which I do plan to put together because I love, especially in this era, Hiberno Scandinavian clothing. So you can go to the Celtic region, pick up the bits and bobs for your Celtic stuff, and then go up to the Norse side, the northern side, and pick up the the Norse influence, so the Gaelic Norse influence in there, pick all that stuff up. So between the jigs and the reels, the Celtic culture does actually have a port. There you go. But yeah, as you can see there on the map, you can see that Norse influence. So you can put together yourself a Norse scale kit, which is really popular. Hiberno Scandinavian culture is super popular in this era. So you can put together that. Bum, bum, bum. Ireland adopted the name Our Lord. I'm definitely going to put together a Hiberno Scandinavian military force anyway, because I am addicted. And then for what is it called? That Ridera kind of style, I'll probably just go over and recruit a load of knights. So I'll put together a proper Anglo-Irish kind of 12th century Irish military, do you know? 12th, 13th century, which the game is set. The game is set in the 12th, 13th century. Oh no, it's set in the 11th century. So I'll probably have a military group that's ahead of its time. It's just at the start of the Crusades. Yeah, it's at the very start of the Crusades. So yeah, that allows me to put together a Hiberno-Scandinavian Anglo, was a Hiberno-Norman style military. So I can have the Ridera Knights from that red side there. I can get the Ridera Knights there, right? Then I can put together my skirmish men and bowmen from the green part there. And then I can put together my Norse from the north side here. Yeah. I'll put together the perfect little Hiberno-Scandinavian, Hiberno-Norman military army. Oh, that's the dream, lads. That's the dream. I'll have to look at the recruitment and stuff so I can put that together perfectly. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to bed though. Got Christmas shopping to do tomorrow. Jeez, man, you should already be in bed. Smashing out work again. Make sure to head on over to Clans and Dynasties and subscribe to himself. Man's putting in overtime and research. We still need to put in a date, Mihal, of when we want to do. I'm thinking about Saturday or something, probably your Friday night or something, to do that program with Rachel. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. It just appears that some minority of Normans that came over might have been Irish. Some of them probably just adopted Irish names, their lords, and some might have already been. True. Ireland and adopt their name of their lord. Became more Irish than the Irish themselves. Look how many layers of. Yeah. But that's true for a lot of names. Once you get up to that Hiberno-Norman period of the 13th century, there's definitely layers starting to be. And a lot of people just kind of becoming more European. taking on that kind of more European identity of the Hiberno Norman. I have an O'Neill just messaged me, or we'll speak. We'll talk about it tomorrow, sure. Well, if you're tonight, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow anyway. When after the show, sure, or even just before the show. Anyway, good night, Mihal. I'll talk to you later when we do, because myself and Mihal are doing a live stream later on the second part of the Bruce invasion of Ireland, the one that's in 1318. Because the fighting itself starts in 1315, but part one last week, we covered the first part of the Bruce's invasion. I think this is because I literally just finished the tutorial training there. Do I press X or something? I have to remember the buttons to this again. Save and please do not turn off console. Right, I'm trying to remember the buttons. Oh shit, no, you don't want that one. Stop. That fasting is not good. Yeah. Mihal, get out, will you? What are you still doing here, man? No, be safe, Mihal. Talk to you later. As I try to figure out these buttons. Who minds? I've been trying to finish this up as well in a bit. Oh, that's the button I was after. There we go. So I will switch between this and this, right? And then most of the time I like this button. You're playing on console, Bannerlord, way better with the keyboard and mouse. It is, but I am playing on console because it's easier for my setup right now. Because I don't have a PC. Woo! Well, I do have a laptop, but it goes on fire when I play these sort of games. Plus, this doesn't make as many annoying sounds with the click, 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 click when I'm live streaming. I do like an old click, 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 click while I'm live streaming, like. Right, I need to make my way over to the Brittany side things, and we'll start our journey in Brittany. Is there any? What's my mission involved with? Quest. You're out of food. There is a village carrot trip. Yeah. What I'll do now actually is I will start to finish up this point because we did the training just there. And what else do I need to do? That's grand. We can do all that stuff tomorrow. Oh, it only shows that bit. God damn. What's the easiest bit? Inventory. Yeah, that's it. That's it squared. Yeah, we'll have to organize my Celtic character. There he is. We'll get him started tomorrow. Hopefully, my main goal is to get him into somewhat a Hiberno-Scandinavian, Hiberno-Norman kit for tomorrow. Yeah. So that's the goal for tomorrow, is to start going out. We'll do the basics. We'll at least do the basic few quests tomorrow. That's going to be the goal. The goal tomorrow is to get the basic quests done. Okay? Was great chatting, lads, but I better... Yeah... We all have to finish up here now anyway. So, yeah, it was a good live stream. We did what we needed to do. We got this all set up, organized, and we'll continue having a little playthrough from now on of Bannerlord. Just tip away at it and then probably do other stuff as well. Yeah, if you definitely enjoy, definitely subscribe and support the channel. I'll be doing a short later on today, most likely on the High Kings of Ireland. So I'll do another short on the High Kings of Ireland later on today. And also, what do I need to do? Tomorrow, myself and Mihal are back on. Mihal's gone off to bed, but myself and Mihal are going to be back on tomorrow to be covering the Bruce's invasion of Ireland, the Scottish invasion of Ireland. We started off in 1315 last week. We're up into the year 1318 tomorrow, so we'll be covering that tomorrow. What else do we need to do tomorrow? I think that's it for tomorrow. And then my next live, the big live, is going to be over on my Patreon as well. I do classes over on Patreon. Like, if you want to just support me on Patreon, you can give whatever you want, like £3 or something. But the classes themselves are about 20 quid a month. And it is next week, we're going to be covering King John in Ireland. You guys must be thinking to yourselves, that's the era of Robin Hood. Yeah, it is. It's the era of Robin Hood. I'm talking about like Richard I, Richard Lionheart, the Third Crusade, against Saladin. You've got Robin Hood kicking about, and obviously evil King John comes to Ireland. So we'll be covering that next week, and we have like the sieges of Limerick and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be covering that on Sunday night for you guys. So Sunday night for you guys. And then on the 8th of, what was it called? For you guys, Monday night for you guys, we're going to be covering clothing in the 16th century. So you guys talk about clothing in the 16th century. We're going to be covering that next week. Okay, that was on the 8th. Okay. Other than that, guys, thanks very much, and slán go bhfuil.